let's jump then into the Turkish get-up.
Okay, let's
Charles
jump in this difficult
Have it go.
place. Yes. Okay.
You just go.
Charles Bata, maybe in the 1880.
1880. Yeah.
1880. I will put this here because yes, in the 1818, this guy Charles Bata starting to make some different exercise. He was a specialist on to create novel exercise at that time. He want all time to surprise people doing dangerous things, and he started to lift things from the ground. And in order to make it more difficult, he started to put some swords and knives.
Yeah. Crazy guy.
Yes, he was totally crazy. Come on. And the people start to maybe to ask, okay, Charles, please don't do it anymore, this, because we will die if we see you doing this thing. And he started to lift chariot axles, the axis from chariot. Come on. Maybe it weighs 70 kilos. And it's totally crazy. It's totally crazy, man. 70 kilos. And as you see in his picture, he's like skinny or thin, but his forearms are totally massive. It's crazy when you say, "Oh, he's my hero." Come on. When I see this guy, I see a thin guy with very big forearms, and I say, "Oh,
awesome.
I wish I were this guy." And he started to lift chariot axles in his drawings, as you can see in the Bonnet books. And he put some knife fires at the bottom, and it was totally crazy. And maybe he was the first guy to live in this way. And he called it the visage, that is unscrewing. And then maybe in 1890, people started to call in just simple lifting from the ground, take a weight and get up from the ground or something like that. But I wasn't able to find one description that say like a Turkish get up. And let me put things clear about this. The only description that you can find is in Hacken Smith book, when he say lifting weights in a Turk, like a Turk position.
Sitting Turkish style.
Sitting like a Turk. Okay, in a Turkish style. At that time, when you do something sitting on the ground, they call you are sitting like a Turk, or you are sitting like an Indian, like an Native American Indian. Okay.
And let me just give you a just a small interjection real quick, because
please,
my dad is from the Balkans, right?
Okay.
So what I have in my blood, and I cannot explain it. I think that's the Balkan way, and that's even the Turkish. Now, first of all, we have my heritage even goes back because I have gypsy blood in my veins. My heritage goes even back to India to a certain extent, right? Wow. The Roma, they were back in India. So just as a small side note. But now let's talk about the Balkan way. I love sitting on the ground. I love sitting on the floor, not on the couch. Of course, I also enjoy sitting on the couch. But many times when I watch a movie, sometimes I sit down on the floor. And Angie, she's like, "Hey, when we met, she was like, why are you doing this?"
Why?
I just feel comfortable sitting on the floor. And when I see my relatives...
It's on my blood. Come on, it's on my blood.
Yeah. So many of my relatives do this as well. They sit on the floor. And there's one specific way of sitting sometimes. And that is when you have your knees up and one knee's up and the other leg's extended. So you can feel comfortable. like this.
Yes.
So
Like
this
me
is
right here.
yeah. So this is probably because we guys from the Balkans and even Turkish folks love to sit and
It's
have
your
a
heritage.
chai
It's your
or have a
heritage.
tea. Yeah, that's the heritage. So I think when people saw this, the get up is they were relegating or they were assimilating it. So hey, that's how my Turkish friend sits all the
Yes,
time.
that's how
That's
all people.
right? Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Just as a side note. Yeah.
Let me put things clear. I'm not saying that people in the Ottoman Empire or in Persia or India not used to lift weights in that way, because I know that they do in that way. I saw a lot of Persian wrestlers or Turkey wrestlers doing the exact same exercise. Okay, but I'm saying I don't have any proofs. I don't have evidence. The only evidence that I have is this guy, Charles Bata, for friends. A lot of people for that time in circus, in demonstration, in presentation, doing the same thing with people, with chariot axles, with people, with barbells, because I think there is only one way to lift weight efficiently from the ground. And it's the same in Turkey, in French, okay? But
because we're humans.
It seems that the get up in the kettlebell community, I think didn't come from Turkey, or maybe yes, but I don't have any evidence. I have a lot of evidence that it comes from Charles Bata, for France, from people from circus, from Sigmund Klein in the United States when he started to lift kettlebells. From Russian, I have a lot of Russian books with Russian doing this get up. So this is what we have right now. And I think it's the best way to exert force from the ground to the get up position, because that's what you need if you're a wrestler. Come on, if you're a wrestler, you must be strong on the ground when you are getting up from the ground, and when you are coming back to the ground. You need to be strong in all that phases.
And that's what you shared with, when you shared this with me, this really put a whole, it opened up a whole different perspective on the get up. The idea of the get up is to get up from the ground, and in every step of the way as you get up, always being able to exert force from the ground.
Yes,
and
totally.
this opened up, because you can say, well, I just get up like this, I roll up. Yes, but if you roll up like this, you're not able to exert force, because you don't have contact with your foot on the ground or with your the leg or anything. You just try to roll up, and then you have all of the weight on your back if you try to do it. But if you pull your leg in, like we do it in the Turkish get up, this was fascinating.
You are seeking for the real function of the exercise.
The world of kettlebells is dominated by two training styles called hardstyle and kettlebell sport. Although vastly different in nature, they have been proven to work and give you the most bang for your buck whenever you pick up a kettlebell, if you apply the technique correctly and are able to differentiate between the two. Now, for beginners, this task might be understandably confusing. With our upcoming hybrid style masterclass, in 100 lessons, you will embrace the emergence of the hybrid style movement, where you will learn how to combine the best of both worlds and become a master at handling the kettlebell. Join the next revolution in kettlebell training now and sign up for our early birds list to stay up to date and receive an exclusive discount in release week. Link is in the description.